Today we will discuss Unit 2 volume and its measurement. In earlier classes we have discussed the area and also worked out exercise 1.1. So measurement of volume. We often state a cylinder is bigger than a test tube. A cup is smaller than a bucket. A drawing room is bigger than a storeroom. What do you mean by the above statements? When you say that a bucket is bigger than a cup, we mean that the volume of the bucket is more than that of the cup. Similarly, the volume of air in the drawing room is more than the volume of air in the storeroom, and so on. What is volume? Let us define. I am bigger than you. What do you mean by I am bigger than you? This is your, what is this? Pencil
Case.
Pencil case. And what is this?
Glitter bottle.
Glitter bottle. Okay, which is bigger?
The pencil box.
It is definitely it's bigger. What do you mean by bigger? Here, it is bigger. What comes in your mind when you say this is bigger?
The size.
The size. Actually, the brain automatically calculates the volume. The exact word is volume. So, how can we measure that volume? The bigger size is bigger. Here, size you say that it is size. How do you measure that size? In mathematics, it's called volume. You have told that this is the size. Actually, what comes in your mind is volume. In physics word or in mathematics, it's called volume. Let's see. The space occupied by a substance, solid, liquid or gas, is called its volume. So, space occupied. What is area? You told me that area is space. No, area is not space. It's just surface. Surface?
Occupied by an object.
Okay. Space occupied by a substance is called its volume. Surface. Does surface occupy volume, a space? Does surface. This is a surface. Does it occupy a volume?
No.
No. Surface doesn't occupy a volume. Units of volume. Now again, if you consider this is standard one, if someone considered this is standard one, we cannot measure anything. Your perspective will be different and another perspective will be different. So you will not get a unified sense of volume. So we need a uniform units of volume that is standard all across the world. So I can imagine things. So units of volume. The unit of volume in standard international SI system is cubic meter. One short form of cubic meter is written as meter cube. Why meter cube? Give me your pencil box. This is your. So why volume? Look at this. This one is surface. This one is surface. How you measure this surface? This multiplied by this. This meter, meter square. Now we have to add this also. To add this length at this side, it will become a cuboid. It will occupy a volume. Now this multiplication, this meter, and another this meter. So how many meters? 3. There are 3 numbers of meters. So meter cube, cubic meter or meter. Understand why volume has the unit meter cube? So 1 cubic meter is the volume occupied by a cube whose each side is equal to 1 meter. Means the length is 1 meter, the breadth is 1 meter, and height is also 1 meter, 100 centimeter. 1 centimeter cube is also used, submultiples of standard unit. 1 centimeter cube. Have you imagined how bigger it is?
About 1 centimeter.
1 centimeter cube is the dice of your Ludo. What's called ladder, snakes and ladders. It's called snakes and ladders. No? So dice is 1 centimeter cube. Understand? 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter. Okay. And what about eraser? It is about 2 centimeter cube. 2 dice equal to 2 dice. Bigger one, definitely bigger one has more centimeter cube. So can you imagine that what is one thing, 1 meter cube, 1 meter into 1 meter to 1 meter. In every side it will be 1 meter. If 1 centimeter cube in every side, well, it will be 1 centimeter like this much. Okay. So how big is cubic meter? Imagine a vessel having each side, that is length, breadth and height, equal to 1 meter. If we fill this vessel with water, then the volume occupied by water is 1 cubic meter. Okay, I already told that. Submultiples of unit of volume. Cubic meter is a fairly inconvenient unit for measuring small volume, such as volume of a matchbox or volume of a glass full of water. A small unit called cubic centimeter is used for measuring small volumes. I already told you what is cubic centimeter. Okay, the dice is 1 centimeter cube. So next, measurement of volume of rectangular glass slab, a regular body. Rectangular glass slab. Suppose we want to find the volume of a rectangular slab of length 3 cm, breadth 2 cm and height 2 cm as shown in figure 1.5. The most convenient scale for finding volume is centimeter
This is
cube.
1.6. This one's 1.5.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. This one, 1.5. Take 1 dozen 1 cm cube blocks. Place 3 1 centimeter cube blocks in a line so as to make the length of 3 centimeter. Take a dozen means you have to take 12 number of blocks of 1 centimeter cube, with each side have the length of 1 centimeter cube. How many blocks you have to take? 12 numbers. Then if you place one by one, what will be the length? 3. Suppose you placed 3 blocks, then what will be the length? 3 centimeter. 3 centimeter. This will make the length of block 3 centimeter and its breadth 2 centimeter. Behind this line, okay. Behind this line, place another line of 3 1 centimeter cube block. Suppose first you place these 3, 1, 2, 3. Again behind this, you again place. Here it is not behind, it is kept in front of that block. Okay, you just place this 4, 5, 6. Okay, the length will be 3 centimeter. Now, how many blocks are here? 2 blocks. Its length 1 centimeter. So, what will be the total length?
2 centimeter.
2 centimeter. And what will be the height?
1 centimeter.
1 centimeter, because only one block is there. For these blocks, place more cubes so that height of complete block becomes 2 centimeter as shown in figure 1.7. First, how many blocks were there?
6.
6. Now again 6 we placed here. Now what will be the length?
3.
What will be the breadth?
2.
Now what will be the height?
2.
2 centimeter. Is it same? The question is asked on this figure. Now we have got the same figure using numbers of blocks. We have got this structure, exactly this structure, 3 centimeter, 2 centimeter and 2 centimeter. How many blocks are there now?
12.
12 blocks. And size of one block is 1 centimeter cube. So 12 blocks mean what will be the volume of this? 12 centimeter cube, because there are 12 number of blocks. Understand how you need the standard size helps us to understand measuring volume. The volume of the block is equal to 12 into 1 centimeter cube is equal to 12 centimeter cube. However, if we multiply length, breadth and height, and under the answer is again 12 centimeter cube. Length into breadth into height. 3 into 2 into 2, 12 centimeter cube. Therefore, you can say volume is equal to length, breadth and height. So, if you do in this way, so it will take lots of time. Lots of blocks will be there. But if you can see in a very simple way, in a clever way, how can you get this 12? If you multiply this length, breadth and height, then we'll get the volume. So, we have simplified the formula for the technique to find out volume. Just formula for calculating the volume. Volume of a cube, length into length. Length cube, L cube. Length means L cube. Volume of a cuboid, length into breadth into height. Volume of a cylinder. Volume area of a cylinder, what is? Pi r square. This is a cylinder. This is a cylinder. What is the area? Pi r square. We found it in area class, area chapter. This is pi r square. Now, this is pi r square. This is the height. So, you will get volume. This is pi, then this. Okay. Volume of a cylinder, pi r square into height. Understood? Same thing. Here also, pi r square, give the surface and you multiply this height. This will give the volume. How many blocks we need? This is the formula. How many blocks we need? Volume of a cone. Have you seen cone anywhere?
Birthday caps.
Birthday caps. Okay. You don't like ice cream? No? Cone ice cream. Okay. Volume of a cone 1/3 pi r square into height. Height is there, but since it is cone, so 1/3 comes here. Pi r square into height, but since it is cone, it is 1/3 of this cylinder. 1/3 of cylinder. Can you imagine how it is 1/3 of cylinder? Just put here, this one. There is no, cancel it out. Then 1/3 of pi r square. Just remember this, and 1/3 of this is the cone. Oh, I have forgotten this. Volume of a sphere 4/3 pi r cube. Mind it. In everywhere there are 3 lengths multiplied to each other. Here length, breadth, height. Here pi r square, r arm length, h again length, total 3.
R is the
R square, R is the radius. Radius is measured in centimeter or meter. So meter square. Height is measured in again centimeter or meter. So meter into meter square, meter cube. Here also r cube. R is measured in meter, so it will be meter cube. Here r square will be meter square, and h again it will give meter cube. Understood? The numerical problems. A container is in the form of a cube having each side equal to 4 meter. What is the volume of the container? This one, L cube. So very simple. A swimming tank is 10 meter long and 6 meter wide. It contains water up to a depth of 3 meter. Find the volume of water in centimeter, A meter cube and B liters. What is the liters and relation between liters and meter cube? 1 meter cube is equal to 100 liter. So this is important. 1 meter cube means if you make a box of 1 meter cube, 1 meter length, 1 meter breadth and 1 meter height, how much water can be filled there?
1,000 liters.
1000 liter. What is the capacity of our bucket?
20 liters.
20 liters only. 20 liters only. How many buckets of water do you need to fill up that? 50 buckets of water is equal to 1 meter cube. 50 buckets of water is equal to 1 meter cube. 1 meter cube is a very large unit. So, it is not convenient. Submultiples of standard unit is required. Understood? 50 buckets of water. Okay, now 10 meter long and 6 meter wide. Okay. (10-meter long and 6 meter wide. 10 meter long and 6 meter wide. And it contains water up to a depth 3 meter. What is the depth?
3.
3 meter. This is 3 meter. 10 meter, 3 meter, this is 6 meter. Find the volume of water in meter cube. How many volumes are there?
6 into
10 into 6 into 3. Okay, length, breadth and height. Okay. Now, 180 meter cube. Since 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter, then 180 meter cube is equal to 180 into 1000. So, this much is a liter. Okay, understood? A wooden cylinder of length 14 centimeter has a diameter of 8 centimeter. Wooden cylinder. Suppose this is cylinder of length 14 centimeter. Length 14 centimeter and diameter of 8 centimeter. Diameter, whole length 8 centimeter. What is the volume of the cylinder? What is the volume of a cylinder? Here, volume of a cylinder pi into radius square into height. Pi into radius square. Here, what is given? The diameter is given. So, we have to find out the radius of this cylinder.
the radius is half of the diameter, so it is
Okay, it is only 4 centimeter. So, this is 4 centimeter length of the cylinder height. Volume of cylinder pi r square into 8, 704 centimeter cube. Centimeter. An iron sphere is of diameter 42 centimeter. What will be the radius?
volume.
Sorry, what will be? No, I am asking you. Diameter, if diameter is 42 centimeter, what will be the radius?
21.
21 centimeter. Because why we have to find out radius? Because the formula we have got here is in radius, in terms of radius. You can find out in diameter also. The formula can be found out in diameter also, but will not go to there. Just simply put the value here, you will get it. Measurement of volume of liquids.